Sup? Did you ever try to hide like any memes or references in the backgrounds of your panels? Or draw a character and be like, that's a funny face, hope the fans like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was doing the SDSGs, I snuck Loss into the sprite artwork. I also snuck another person in there, but I don't think people like that. But I always do that. I always like to sneak things in. There's a panel of Drift where a bunch of generic Transformers are Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Jesse. There's a bunch of Power Ranger references of Megazords and just anything I can. Anytime I get nails or just generic characters, it's always going to be a reference to something stupid I like.
I always sneak Star Trek stuff into the background.
I've done memes before. I did the whole where the angry lady pointing at the cat or whatever. I did that in Beast Wars somewhere. Yeah, that was fun.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. Or I don't know if you have, Sarah, if you have one.
No,
or
I'm not that cool. I didn't.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Hi, thank you guys. So particularly the IDW run of Transformers encompassed a lot of themes and genres. There was slice of life moments, there were action scenes, there's even body horror. It's this diverse range of genres and themes. What part of the Transformers do you think most spoke to your art style?
The body horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, just no thinking. That was his answer. That was great. For me, it's always the expressions and stuff like that. So anytime I can kind of push it and make it kind of more cartoony or whatever, and not necessarily it has to be silly moments or whatever, but just the more that I can push stuff and be expressive, I have the most fun.
I didn't draw anything for IDW usually, but I always loved rendering body horror, and just angry expressions were fun too.
Yeah, just the relationship drama stuff is fun.
I would echo the expressions. That's kind of what fulfills me, is making a bot feel like they should. So.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Originally, this was going to be for everyone, but now, really, this is just for Mr. Alex Milne. Specifically revolving around Ultra Magnus, more let me say Ultra Magnus. Have you ever thought while drawing him, how does he look down?
Oh, yeah. I thought about that. And then I'd be like, Nick, why did you design him like this?
I feel like it's kind of the same for Prowl, too. How does he look down?
Yeah, so, what?
Can they just bend over?
Well,
they're like the Michael Keaton Batman.
See, what you don't know is he has a system of little cameras all over his body that projects on top of his chest, the floor and everything around him. So basically he's seeing through himself, but he's got all these cameras up there so he doesn't bump into stuff, because his chest is probably out to here, so you never see anything.
Thank you so much. I just want to say real quick to each and every one of you, you guys have breathed so much life into these comics, and I haven't been a Transformers fan for that long, but I just want to say to all of you, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, hi there. If you have got a chance to redo one of your works, what will it be and how will you improve it?
Oh, I'd totally redraw Megatron Origins.
Recolor Megatron Origins.
Yeah.
I think for me it might be Stormbringer. We kind of got really rushed at the end of that series, and so I feel like I got rushed and it wasn't my best work, so I'd like to redo that. That'd be great.
I'm pretty happy with what I did.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.
So thanks for bringing up Pipe's death, because we all needed to cry today, I think. But I was talking with Casey yesterday about Don Figueroa's Optimus Prime. When you guys got to redesign characters, especially like high-profile characters, and not have to follow like the toy designs, was that intimidating, annoying, fun? Like, how did you feel about that?
Well, it was a bit intimidating for when I redesigned Megatron for More Than Meets the Eye, because he's like a big deal. So I'm just, yeah, I had to, like, I think I spent a week just second guessing myself on like how to make him look good for that series. And also, there was a bunch of stuff that James wanted him to do. He's like, he couldn't have a fusion cannon. He's like, at one point we're like, well, maybe he'll have like a cannon pop out of his chest there. So have like the chest be able to do that, but that never happened. And so like with the chest, like the cannon coming out of the chest, that's why he has the segmented chest plate going down. And that never happened. And I'm just like, okay, fine. He's like, oh, maybe he'll have like small guns in his holster, like on his hips or something. So that's why he's got like the holster areas there, but never really did anything with that either. So there's a lot of stuff like that, James' ideas that he was like thinking about, and I was like trying to incorporate in the design that never happened. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But overall, I was really happy with how that design turned out.
Looked great.
I actually find it a lot of fun, especially when you get to design a Cybertronian mode for a character that never had one, or at least that you'd never seen. Getting to do that for the Ironhide book was a lot of fun. And, you know, I probably sound like a broken record, but like if you get the character right, the facial features, like, you know, proportions right, it should feel right. But yeah, I never had the chance to, you know, go for a Megatron or an Optimus or something to feel the weight of that pressure, but you know, like redesigning Drag Strip or something, like that was super fun. I loved it. Oh, sorry, Drag Strip. You're important too.
When I got to draw Tarn, it wasn't even a redesign, right? I'm just working with this character designed by Alex. I'm like freaked out, right? So it's really intimidating. You want to do him justice, and I'm like, I don't want to bother Alex in case I need a reference, and you know, so that was stressful. Otherwise, when I had to design the Starscream second form for Tallulah 1, that was a lot, because there's not only the pressure of, you know, doing the character justice, but there's also the time pressure. I could have spent 5 months designing this guy. I had probably 5 hours. So, so that was stressful, and yeah, you do the best you can with what you have. Don't end it on that.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And thank you everyone for being here. That is all the time we have for this panel.
Right.
And make sure that you go by Sarah's table and ask her about her love of Yoda.
When you weren't here, they talked about that she really loves Yoda.
No, really?
Yeah.
And then I came in and said that I don't like Yoda?
That's why I got such a big reaction.
That's fun. That's so neat. I had no idea. That is great.